How do you say it? Yes, so that's why it's listening to the Mark presented by KAOTIC Audio here on KAOTIC.com.
No, the sex.
Yeah. We got the young man coming in all sexy tonight. We have the Chase Walker Band here on Undercovers with Mark, presented by Line 6 Audio. Man of pups, because it's been a little while. This is your third time on, yes?
I think this is our second time.
I think it's
Is it only second? I thought we did I thought we've been in like third time now.
I don't know. I think it's second.
This is our second.
Is it only?
Yeah.
Oh man. You know,
Just our last time was just so fun.
it was so spectacular that I relived it twice in my mind.
Exactly. I was on the phone once, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a little bit since you've been in, though. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
And I think last time we do a little more acoustic stuff, or did we?
Yeah, we did an acoustic set.
Yeah, so everybody that's out there listening, we're going to do a full plug dig. We've got a drum kit here. I'll take a picture of that. It says the Chase Walker Band. They're nice and big and proud, coming on. Now that you guys we're here to promote a couple different things. Not just the band itself, but opportunities where people can get out and see you. I know you guys have a gig on Friday night out in Hollywood at the Mint. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Opening for Royal Southern Brotherhood.
Royal Southern Brotherhood. That sounds real down homey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Devin Allman, which is related to, I think it's Greg Allman's son, right?
Okay. Is that
Dwayne Allman's son?
Dwayne.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Cyril Neville and a few other artists. So.
Neville, is that one of the Neville brothers?
Yeah.
One of the Neville. Oh wow. So we're talking into some musical history like genealogy right there, man. You know, that's royalty right there.
Absolutely.
Some blue bloods of Southern rock right there, right? And well, not that the Neville brothers were Southern rock, but that's definitely New Orleans, you know, Creole, you know, Cajun sound going on out that way. Definitely some blues inflection there. And with are you guys familiar with the Allman Brothers Band at all?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course we are.
Okay. All right. As a teacher, I have to stay away from whipping posts. I'm not allowed to take my students and put them on the whipping post. As much as I would like to, I cannot take my students and put them there. Now I got to run into Chase and his dad, Johnny at NAMM a couple weeks ago, Thursday, my one and only day that I got to go. You boys didn't make it out on that Thursday, did you?
No, he was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. He didn't. Matt didn't make it out. Matt didn't make it out till Friday.
Yeah, I went Friday and Saturday.
And let me jump back for a second. My bad. I forgot to I said the Chase Walker Band, but I did not let you introduce yourselves. So I'm going to go from my left across the room. Tell us your name, what it is you do with the band, what are your responsibilities?
Okay. I'm Randon Davitt. I'm the bassist, and I do some backup singing sometimes. And my responsibilities?
Just backup singing? I thought I've heard you do a couple leads.
I've done a couple lead songs, yeah.
All right. Okay, so cool.
Yeah.
Any writing responsibilities with the songs?
Yeah, I've written a couple songs, too.
Okay, cool. And right across from me, you are?
Chase Walker, the sexiest and most important member of the band.
Too sexy.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Too sexy. Too sexy. Too important. No, too important. Right on. And obviously you play the lead guitar and you do vocals. Mm-hmm. And how much do you rely on these two guys that are with you?
Very much.
Pretty much all the time.
Pretty much all the time. And before we get to this one, I'm going to jump right behind the glass. Tonight we have a special guest engineer. We have Kit Jones from Toxic Underground Live.
All right.
You can hear them on Saturdays, 6 to 8.
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Yeah. Followed by Motown Mayhem.
Yes,
Charles Bland.
That odd hour. I always feel like we always start our shows here at KAOTIC Radio on even hours. That's why my apologies.
No, it works. It works. So yeah.
So Kit's sitting in. He hosts his own show, Toxic Underground, here on KAOTIC Radio. Definitely got to give him a listen. They bring in bands too. You guys had an all-girl, a young female rock band.
Yeah,
Saturday.
almost anywhere. These girls tore it up, man.
Did they do anything live in studio that night, or
no?
No, just on recorded tracks.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that I think Mark does. We do live music.
Well, next time we will, Mark.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, right now, you don't get to say you did that with those young girls.
No, you've already.
No, they rocked though. They were. I listened to a segment with them and their song. They definitely had a sound to them.
Yeah, they were good.
It was hard to judge how old they were. And I'm after the conversation that I heard you and Jesse
guys
have.
Could date them. Pretty much.
See that?
Yeah.
Rocker
16
girls. You want to date rocker girls?
Why not? Of course.
Yeah.
All right, just
Yeah,
checking it
they
out.
were adorable. You guys would be, well suited.
All right, and then finally to my right.
My name is Matthew Fike. I play the drums, and I pretty much keep these two from wandering away.
From wandering away, huh?
The actual most important member.
That
There we
backbeat,
go.
right? Backbeat.
Yeah, the one who gets all the girls.
Oh, there. Those drummers.
Just last Friday, he had a bunch of college girls over talking to him at our show.
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know if
Yes,
that's
it was.
They were giving him noogies. Come on, they put him in a headlock and started giving him noogies, right? Oh, he's so adorable. He's so cute. He's a little munchkin. Munchie. Oh, so soft and cuddly. Oh, I'm not a singer. I should have never done that. Shame on me.
It was good. You should start singing.
Oh, I think not.
I think we need a third singer.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought you. I heard
you sing now,
I heard
fourth
something.
singer.
I heard something, man. I heard you're getting in front of the microphone these days.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
You need
maybe
to write
we
your
could
own
use a fourth
song.
singer then.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a particular song that you do with the band, or two, or what? Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, I sing a couple verses in Up on Cripple Creek,
Okay.
and some backup vocals in their songs. That's about it.
Now, how many times have you done that in front of an audience?
Twice or three?
Yeah,
A few times.
I think probably twice.
Sang lead twice.
All
Yeah.
right. Look
You've
at
done
that.
harmonies on other stuff before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you guys spread the wealth around. You know, you got to give everybody a chance to feature themselves, and that's cool, man. A lot of bands can't do that. You know, it's somebody's got to be more important, better looking, too sexy.
Too sexy.
You know, and it's hard to get that enough to share around. I understand you watched the James Brown movie,
Oh, yeah.
Chase, and you had some inspiration for that.
Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking about you guys got to start calling me Mr. Walker.
Oh, good.
And if you don't, I'm going to have to fine you.
Apparently, I heard that like when James Brown turned around and did his like dance, and he would point at people, like at individual members of the band, and that was like an indication that you're gonna get fined after the show.
Oh, is that right? During
During the show, he would like bring spite
Yeah,
onto like
I could
bring
just
his
imagine-
wrath onto
Damn it,
it.
he
Yeah.
pointed at me.
Could you imagine, like, you start to see his
Yeah,
finger,
$15.
and you're like, you start running away, like, oh my god,
Actually,
you didn't actually point at me. You can't point fast enough.
Oh, that's a
pointed
$20
at my
point
horn.
right there.
That zinged by me. I think you got the background singer. That was the backup singer. You got her. Yeah. It's all on her. It's not me. Oh goodness gracious, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, like genius, but what an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
There's a lot of
many
people like that. Yeah.
But I know that they're definitely not.
It's one of
I
the
think
biggest, yeah.
if anybody else would have been like that, probably like in a more modern, I think Axl Rose probably comes close to that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other one of them.
And like now, like there's like Kanye West.
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah, Mariah Carey's supposed to be really difficult.
Oh,
Although,
really? Oh.
She's supposed to be really, really difficult. But she's
one
not in a
thing that I
band.
was-
You know, so.
One thing I was really impressed with James Brown is that he was really on top of his game as far as the business goes, you know,
Yeah.
being places when he, said he was going to be there. And just aside from the ego, he was like a really great businessman.
Yeah. I don't really remember too much. I mean, he had a couple of moments where there was like he made the news for some other things, but not in the way that some of the other artists of his time,
Yeah.
like the way they struggled. You know, I don't remember really having anything. I could be wrong, but I was kind of young when he was going. You guys are young. I was still, I was about your age when I started getting introduced to James Brown and being aware of him. Maybe even a little younger now, but hey, because like last time you guys were in, we didn't. Some of you couldn't even legally get a driver's license.
Yeah, I still can't.
You still can't? You're still not 16 yet?
My birthday is 8 days, I think. Yeah.
8 days from now? Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Should I sing happy birthday in Spanish to you? Because you're going to get the English version, but I can do it in Spanish.
Feliz cumpleaños.
No.
It's
Es
feliz.
las mañanitas. Estas son las mañanitas que cantar el rey David a las muchachas. That's women, little girls, bonitas, pretty women. Cantamos a ti, despierta, que bien despierta.
How do you know this? Is the real question.
Mira que maravilloso. Because I was in a bilingual classroom from first grade through sixth grade, so can only imagine with 35 kids for 6 years how many times I had to sing that each year?
That song was beautiful.
Yeah. Not the way I sing it.
You're our fourth singer now.
Yeah.
Not the way I sing it.
Passed.
I can also sing De Colores.
You passed the test. I love that song.
No, that's not gonna do that. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
All right.
And so, we out of time. Just want to see if we want to take a break. Just quite yet. Maybe another 3-4 minutes, and we'll take a break.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody? I also want to put this out. Anybody that's listening feels like they want to ask the boys some questions. Please don't hesitate. The number here is 909-989-0765. That's 909-989-0765. Okay, I hope I said it. I'm like trying to open a browser. I'm like, did I say it right the first time I said it? I hope I did.
No, you didn't.
I didn't?
No, you said 0765.
I did, didn't I? Didn't I?
Yeah.
That's why I said it the second time. Wait a minute. How come I didn't? So again, that's 909-989-0789. Wow, how did I do that? Because I was trying to. I'm not a multitasker.
Say it in Spanish. You'll probably do
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Sing it.
909 or 909 989 0789. So 909 989 0789.
It's actually really good. I could
Wow.
listen to
Yeah,
that.
I can
That's
tell you
beautiful,
practiced that
Mark.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Spanish version of the ride instructions at Disneyland.
Like when they're like-
Te pongas tus manos adentro y no afuera. No párense cuando están.
I hear it so much. I may as well like start memorizing it at this point.
I have to do it. I don't even know it. I'm just kind of making up things.
Yeah,
They
no,
might
it's
say, like, I just remember, keep your seat, don't stand up, keep
Yeah,
your hands
yeah.
inside.
Watch your children.
Se cuiden sus hijos, por favor. Little helter skelter right there. Okay, yeah, because we're going off fast. That's cool.
Well, you know.
Can I,
have you ever
bump
listened
in-
to the show?
Can I bump in real quick? I like
Yes,
that song.
please.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it out loud, but the song, the Dead Kennedy song that you have on the wall.
Oh, yes, you may say it.
I can say it. Nazi punks fuck off. It's such a good song.
Well, isn't it? Because that's not a. You're not using it in a way to.
Nazi punks. Fuck off.
Well, yeah. You can use swear words here.
Okay, cool.
And it's not a. We're not uplifting Nazis here.
Also,
Yeah,
one
no,
of,
definitely.
one of our newest songs has the F word in it. So
Yeah, that's true.
I think
So
Which
we're gonna-
are we gonna play that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the
Oh.
title. So.
Not our first set,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Are you when you're done? Are your parents gonna wash your mouths out with soap?
Yeah, actually.
Just curious. You know,
Like drink this Listerine, please.
Yeah.
No hot sauce, no sriracha. You know, I actually did they ever put soap in your mouth when you were a kid?
No.
Saying something you weren't supposed
Nah, that's a dated
to.
parenting technique.
That's how old I am.
wow.
I had soap in the mouth.
I feel sorry.
Hey,
It's a little nasty.
we have a phone call, gentlemen.
Hey,
Nice.
And let's do it. I like to do a little area code shout out while we do it. This is 714. Are you there?
you go. 714 represent. I'm 714.
Oh, you know what? It's open. Are you there?
I go 714.
I thought
else?
I hit click. No, I did not.
Yeah.
There you are. There you
Hey.
are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right.
Got you now.
Hey, I got a question for these guys. Who's got the craziest parents?
Wait, the craziest what?
Craziest parents.
Oh,
I'd say Matt's parents are insane.
Yeah, I can agree.
yeah.
with that.
I was at their house one time and I heard like muffled
Flipping-
screams from the
yeah,
basement.
just-
There was a weird smell. I'm not sure what's going on with them.
That's obscure. That's a little bit obscure.
Yeah.
Weird smell.
Hey,
Don't know.
I don't have a basement, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, okay.
His mom makes some mean meatballs though.
Those meatballs are amazing.
What makes them so unique and amazing?
I don't know. They're just good.
Just the magic.
You've
of-
never watched your mom cook the meatballs?
Well, we're usually practicing when she's making them. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hard at work.
Is there
Yeah.
sauce? Is it the sauce that makes them good, or is it
Yes.
the meat itself?
It's both.
It's both.
They're
Definitely
teriyaki meatballs, so.
Ah,
So good.
I don't know.
I
Did we
wanna
really
have
answer
some
the
of them
question
now.
though? Did we really answer this question?
Yeah, not truthfully.
Yeah, I
Not
don't know.
truthfully.
I don't know.
See,
All
I
our
was-
parents are kind of like,
All our parents are like
Not-
equally insane.
and they're insane in their own ways.
See,
Yeah.
I think each one of you would say, "Oh, mine," you know,
Yeah.
because you got to live with them on a day in and day out
Yeah.
basis, right? So you guys don't even know.
Oh, my mom's insane as hell. Yes. Yeah.
He's gonna slap you when you get out of this room.
Like I
man.
hear like the cries of objection from the other room
Probably.
too.
Yeah, I have
no,
X-ray
no.
vision, and I was looking
Yeah.
through the wall when that question was asked,
was
and
just like-
they started pointing the fingers at each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were. I saw that. Because that's kind of weird because they still have to be pretty involved. You know, being that you're not 18, so they've got to be. You know, a lot of.
I can
a lot
drive
of
around
things.
though. I'm the one with the license.
But you have the restrictions on your license, though, aren't there?
Yeah, it's true. No being out after 11. So any shows that like go after that, I have to get driven.
Right. So unless you don't get caught.
Yeah.
See, nothing's illegal if you don't get caught.
Actually.
Very true.
Isn't that what's sage
Great
advice?
coming from a teacher.
What sage advice am I just? I was just gonna say, what sage advice am I giving right now?
Yeah, all your kids are
Nothing is illegal if you don't get caught. And yeah, that's why I always got busted when I had parties at my house. My mom and dad were gone. Because
you had that mentality.
Well, I thought because I thought I could get away with it, but I forgot that I had a nosy neighbor across the street. I had a sister that would tell on me for anything and everything. And then I made the mistake. My mom was clean, like a housekeeper, but not like overly clean. And we had these, like, my grandfather, before he passed away when he was retired, to try and keep busy, painted a bunch of porcelain clowns. We had a bunch of those.
So creepy.
But after the first party where one of them got knocked over and broke, how to explain that, except for I had a party.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be brilliant and remove them and put them in one of the rooms so they'd be safe. And then I just go put them back. But when you did that, there hadn't been any dusting done in a while. So then it looked bad. So then I would go and dust. So it looked nice, for the party. And then, my mom would come home and she knows her housekeeping skills. And so she would lift the clowns and be no dust ring. Oh, you had a party. So
the dust under the clowns. That's a good sign.
Yeah. It's like, nope. There's no, all the dust is gone. You had a party. Don't tell me you cleaned house, because I know that's not right.
She's like Sherlock Holmes up in here.
Right? Yeah. I've been around the block with you already, Mark.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle that though. Like, clowns creep me out.
Really?
I mean, it's because of American Horror Story, honestly. They have creepy clowns.
Yeah. They do that. They do have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that for a second. Well, no, let's come back, because we've gone longer than the 4 minutes I said we would.
Nice. All right.
Because I want to talk to you. We're going to talk to the band, but I also want to talk to you as individuals and what things that you like is outside of the band and music and things like that, so people get to know you that way.
Is the caller still on the line?
No, he hung up.
Oh, okay.
They hung up.
I
was going to say something to him, and I looked over there. They were gone. But hey, that's one phone call down. 714 has been represented.
Yes.
How many other area codes will be represented tonight? Again, that's 909-989-0789. Said it right that time. I'm going to say it again to prove my point that I could do it. Quinn, are you ready to take us out, brother?
Absolutely.
Okay, you listen to Other Covers Mark, presented by Line 6 Audio here on KAOTICRadio.com. We'll come back with some live music from the Chase Walker Band. Presented by Line 6 Audio here on KAOTICRadio.com, where the Chase Walker Band is getting ready to play live Blues Deluxe. The Blues Deluxe. Let's do this, boys. 1, 2, 3.
Sometimes I get so worried, baby. I just want to lay down and cry myself to sleep. Sometimes I get so worried, baby. You know that I just want to lay down and cry myself to sleep. I don't know too much about loving, but I sure think yes, I sure think oh, I sure think I got it bad.
Yeah, baby, that is the blues by some 3 young men that are bringing it to you, keeping the heartbeat of the blues alive in America. You got to have that new generation, and there you is. There you is. Goodness gracious, I was so beautiful, and I want a little bit more. I'm greedy that way.
Let's do some Red Hat.
Red Hat, a little cover by Jimi Hendrix, right?
Yep. There's a red house over yonder. That's where
you, gentlemen. You did Jimmy well. That was good stuff. Man, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
I want you guys to come on back. Let's just come sit down. Hold on, Brandon. Matt, let me turn that off so we don't hear the noise of the microphone real quick. There we go, because otherwise it makes a lot of sound because it's got a microphone on it. Because who knows, we might get you singing before the night's over. What? What?
No promises, though.
Nah, no promises. No promises.
Just suggestions.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Got some good pictures. I'll try to do a little Instagram collage in a minute. I already got one picture up on an Instagram for you boys. And then one with all three of you in it. But I'm going to take individuals and kind of something. A little something. Even non-filtered. You're pretty enough not to be filtered.
I've posted some no-filter things before.
Yeah. So
I regretted it, though.
Yeah. That's all right, man. You guys you're young. You're having fun. You're good. You're good kids. I mean, I hate that. I know you're becoming a young man, but you're still a kid. I'm sorry.
I use the Instagram filters on all my photos.
Yeah, on all your photos. Yeah, man. I could use like the blackout filter for my selfies. I use the blackout filter on my selfies.
Nice.
Yeah, I took another selfie. I look great, right? Yeah. No, it looks like it's black.
See, but Starbucks also goes with the Instagram filters. So.
Oh, is that
got
right?
From Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah. Are you a big fan of Starbucks?
Mildly, I don't know. There's a Starbucks right across the street from my school, so every day after school, half the girls from the school all go to Starbucks. You
got to go where the girls go.
Always packed.
That's very true.
I believe I used to follow them over to the In-N-Out Burger in Laverne, and then over to whatever the party they were going to go to. It was, there's this like cycle straw. Oh, we're going to do Straw Hat Pizza tonight. That's where the girls are going. All right, that's where we're going.
There was this one time we went to a Starbucks, and I said Brandon because usually they don't get Randon like the baristas, but they said Brendan anyway. And Chase said Chase, and they spelled it in such a way that it looked like
Ohave.
Ohave.
It looked like Ohave.
What?
It
Chase
was good.
turned Indian. Yeah. Native American Chase. Ohave Walker.
I think your wife's calling. No, that's my Native American friend Weefei. there was a radio ad that was for a gambling site, and this guy's trying to pick up. You have to work on your bluffs, right? And this guy's talking to this girl, and hey, your phone's ringing. It says your wife's calling. Goes, no, that's my Native American friend Weefei.
Have you heard the what's his name? The Lee Ving song, Your Wife Is Calling?
No.
Whenever I hear the phrase "Your wife's calling," I always think Lee Ving and Dave Grohl together doing a record.
No, I don't think I've heard that.
It's really good. It's in 7. It's really strange.
It's funny you kind of bring Dave Grohl. We were talking about earlier tonight before the show. Because the show's about covers.
Yeah.
We do original stuff. I mean, but the original basis is that we do covers here. But I love originals too. Believe me, I do. But I think sometimes covers, because you guys were discussing how to play Red House earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, should we funk it up? It's too funk, straight true. And I always, a good true cover, like that sounds like them is not bad. I mean, I appreciate that too. But I kind of like to see how people interpret.
Yeah.
We actually started doing that. The first time we did it like that was at our show last Friday. And
like you were playing a riff, and then we
I started playing a riff
on it.
because I forgot my pedal board at home, and so I had a limited range of tone.
Okay.
And so that particular riff worked with the tone that I had, and then I just started singing Red House to it,
and there you
and then it
took
was
off.
I mean, some of the best songs are covers that are radically different from the original, like Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah, or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to get to, because you mentioned Dave Grohl, and obviously from Nirvana, and going to grunge and everything. And
like Where Did You Sleep Last Night and all those good songs.
Oh, Lead Belly does that.
Yeah,
song.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. But yesterday I was driving home and I put on iTunes Radio. I should have been chaotic radio, but I was just I wanted to hear something different. Like and we don't really do a lot of country here, and I just put on Waylon Jennings station and Conway Twitty song of The Rose, which you guys might be too young to know that song, but it was a Bette Midler sang that song in 1980 from a famous movie called The Rose about Janis Joplin, and it was a huge hit for her in 1980. And then Conway Twitty, I guess, covered it in 1984. It's a little bit different, but it's similar. It's just a guy singing it this time around, but it's still kind of the same intonations a little bit, not quite the same, but similar enough. And then I started making me question, well, who did it first? Because I wasn't sure. I was like, well, Conway Twitty is kind of an older guy, so I Googled it. Wikipedia, obviously, and then apparently he covered it in 1984. But then it started showing other covers by it, and I haven't listened to all the different ones, but one was from I think it was a boy band from England, Great Britain called Westlife or something. And but the one that caught my eye was that Mudhoney was one of the kind of the original, like the band that probably would have got over before Nirvana for grunge had their lead singer not killed himself. That's when the song Temple of the Dog did a tribute album for his family and stuff. I don't mind stealing bread. You know that song? You know that song?
I think so.
I think I've heard that song, yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to sing anymore. I've done enough singing. But anyways, so I go on Mudhoney, so I had looked it up on YouTube. Of Mudhoney doing. Do you think maybe you might be able to look that up for a second?
What is it, Mudhoney?
Mudhoney doing the Rose. Because it's so distinctly different than Bette Midler.
Yeah.
Some say love.
Grunge versus Bette Midler.
Yeah, because it's just soft, it's this song, and it's just so kind of sultry and soft, and it's powerful at the same time. She had a great voice, but Mudhoney is just like it's kind of like punk rockish.
Yeah.
And it's just got a totally different vibe. So
You got a really cool name too.
what, Mudhoney?
I like that name.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but there's some of the things that I get caught up in sometimes with cover songs. Yeah. I was sitting in having dinner tonight at Panera, and I was having dinner with my mom and some other actually it was a blues version. I can't remember the name of the song, but because it was so different, because it was like a bluesy version of a song that was more pop, and it was like those lyrics sound familiar, And that always catches me off a little bit. You got it going there, Kit? I'll be quiet for a second.
Is that it?
Very raw. I think, yeah. It just takes a moment before they come in. So, but you can already hear this. This is definitely not an 80s pop song. Yeah. Turn it up just a tad.
Oh, wow. That's very different.
Really 90s grunge. I like
Yeah. What I like that they did it not like the original.
Yeah. It's a hunger. I think that proves the point. It's completely. If you're familiar with that song, that is a totally different take.
Yeah.
I don't know where I heard that song. I think I heard it in some movie. I'm not sure.
It's called The Rose. The movie's called The Rose, but they might have done it some other song. I mean, another movie too. But I can't sing that. I'm so tempted, but I can't because I had to sing it in Glee Club. In 7th grade Glee Club, we had to sing it
in Spanish.
Alguien dice, no, que amor es un flor.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to take a look. I'm losing my voice. I can't believe that. I never lose my voice. My girlfriend, she does. And it's like the house is perfect when that happens. So, of course, she's like, oh, please lose it. And then you'll know. And then I'll know what you feel. But anyways. Oh, speaking of which, I have had numerous compliments. Oh, here's the.
Yeah. Different. This is good, but grunge.
Some say love.
It gets a little more passion towards the end, but you could just
like the drum like gun gun gun.
Right, but you can
I'd like
see.
to hear a mashup between it starts out with this and then goes into
the Mudhoney. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough with my editing skills to do anything like that. Man, but anyways, so I was trying to encourage you guys to do the more funky version of Red House. So now the other song was Blues Deluxe. That's also a cover, right? Yes. So I think when we get to the next break and we come and try and figure out I think we got to do some originals.
Yeah. We'll play some originals that are going to be on our next album, and I think we might do one off our last album.
Yeah, and God, I forgot to write it down. I put the CD. I have a track off of the new album, but the title didn't come through. What's the title of the track?
The title is Living on Thin Ice.
Living on Thin Ice. Should we give that a listen?
Sure.
Let me bring this up volume.
You've never heard it before, have you?
No, I have not.
This is the first airing of this song anywhere ever.
Yeah.
So
That's
just
what I'm
so
talking
you know.
about.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta wait. Let me stop for a second. I gotta remember to unmute everything. I mute everything so that I don't have to worry about being inappropriate, and all that kind of stuff. And
Porn popping up or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
so let me. Look, I think we're good. I'm gonna start off a little low so I don't come in too hot. Here we go.
Seems like every day another crown goes overlooked. Another keeper of the peace just keeps on getting off the hook. It seems like everybody knows, but they just look the other way. In this land of the fees and the home of the slaves, they put our freedom on the shelf. 'Cause every man for himself. One more person gunned down in the streets is just one more victim of this fair brutality. They call it protection, somehow I don't agree. We're all living on thin ice. Is this how it's supposed to be? Oh yeah. Another man gunned down, left in the street the other day. He had his hands in the air and it don't seem fair, but they just shot him anyway. No peace, no justice, you really have noticed we got one foot in the grave. In this land of the fees and the home of the slave. They put our freedom on the shelf. It's every man for himself. One more person gunned down in the streets is just one more victim of this fair brutality. They call it protection, somehow I don't agree. We're all living on thin ice. Is this how it's supposed to be? Darkness is broken by the light. We can't do wrong, still be right. One more person gunned down in the streets is just one more victim of this fair brutality. They call it protection, somehow I don't agree. We're all living on thin ice. Is this how it's supposed to be? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was one last little blur there. I'm sorry about that. Came a little early. Wow. Hey, that's a big switch, man. From what you guys have done in the past, the things that the first album, and you got a little funk in there. You got a little more kind of a rock feel, and you still got the blend in the blues. I like it. That's
Well, it started out really sort of poppy sounding.
Yeah, when we first started playing it, it was like there was not a lot of fuzz or distortion.
There
or
wasn't
anything. It
any
was just like,
distortion.
Yeah, this
it was
is
like,
probably the
yeah.
song we spent the most time out
And
of.
then
Yeah.
and
because we recorded 3 versions of it too.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Because the first one was
Really?
okay, so this isn't gritty enough, and then it was pretty cool.
yeah.
so living on thin ice. That was a world debut
Yeah.
on the radio, right? And no
Yeah.
other radio station has had a chance to play Chase Walker Band "Living on Thin Ice."
Yeah, that's
Nope.
probably the first copy made right there in your
What?
hand.
First
It's in
CD
my
copy, too.
hand right now. I have to take a
Yeah.
picture of that.
Every other copy is digital.
Selfie time. It's
Yeah.
selfie time. I'm not because I cannot. Whatchamacallit? I cannot There we go. I can't multitask. So here we go. What, can we see it? Is it upside down? No, it's right.
You can do it selfie.
Right. I mean, get my hat out of the way so you can get in the picture. I'll get my ugly mug out. There we go.
Good.
Yeah, there we go. That's terrible. That's terrible radio, and it's a terrible picture of me. But that's okay. Oh yeah.
Like everybody, hold on while I take a picture of myself.
Right. Yeah. Terrible. Listen, I know you're listening, but I got to take a picture of me, and then I got.
It's important.
I got photobombed by Randon.
Yeah.
So
Like it's sort of a policy. Whenever I see somebody taking a selfie near me, like at Disneyland a lot, when I see somebody like taking a picture, I'm like, all right, I'm in this.
I did that at NAMM.
Oh, you
I
did?
was
That's
wearing my
funny.
chaotic radio shirt, and people were like taking these pictures, and I was just kind of. I was like turning
Self promotion.
Yeah, but I was walking by and I was like turn the shirt in. And it's just like it's like there must be all kinds of photos that the people had. Either they deleted them or they kept them, but there'll be a chaotic radio right there.
Yeah.
And my big belly. My big belly I use that as a billboard. Hey, why don't we take a small break and we can
sure.
just kind of talk about what we want, where we want to go forward, and what songs. This is Undercover's Mark presented by Line 6 here on KAOTICRadio.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Undercover's Mark here on KAOTICRadio.com. We're in studio. I have the Chase Walker Band, and they're going to play some more originals this time. We did covers last time. We're going to do some live music. We're going to change things up with Change. I know, a terrible lead-in. But this is Chase Walker Band doing Change.
Sesame.
That was a nice change up. I still would have missed it if it was baseball. It didn't come in that slow for a change.
Hey.
It was that changeup didn't come in slow. That was hot.
Hey,
I came in hot. Yes, indeed. I love that. That was good. I love the originals, man. Living on thin ice, change. Now we're gonna be pushing the boundaries here.
Pushing the boundaries of radio.
Yeah, right here.
Getting to the PG-13.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys do the intro for the song. Why don't you tell us what you're gonna be playing?
All right, so this is a song called "Don't Fuck It Up," and it's about basically making the right life decisions. I mean, that's pretty much
bottom
it.
line,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So here we go. Be about 65 from his tattered clothes to his old gray eyes. This old life left him barely alive. He said, son, listen here, don't you ever forget what you got, oh, your way, because by tomorrow they could all be gone. Let me tell you where I went wrong. Said I've been knocked down, beat up, missed my share of chances. Ain't never really stopped to think about the long run. Let me tell you, son, I speak from experience, that you only live once, so don't go fuck it up. He looked at me with pain in his eyes from a bad decision all the time. Those hot mamas that done him wrong. Well, he traveled down the road in a Peter Pan. He tried to do the best with what he had. Though he had his bigger plans, he bit off the helping hand. Oh,
Keep doing what you're doing, and you ain't gonna fuck it up. Well, you might fuck it up in a different way, but in a positive way. Hey, we got another phone call, gentlemen. So I'm gonna turn you off for a second, so we don't hear no changes. While you come sit down, I'm gonna say hello to our phone caller, and we'll let you talk. I'm gonna go a little area code shout out 909. Welcome into the house. How are you today?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey there. Hey, can you ask those guys a couple of things for me?
Well, you can ask them yourself if you like.
Oh,
Hello.
I can?
Right
Yes,
here,
you
yeah.
can.
Hey, how cool is that?
It's really cool. That's why we do a radio show.
Well, I just wanted to know, I saw the guys at the Mitten. They were great. And
Talking about the Mitten this last weekend.
yeah, and people were just dancing right on out the door at the very last minute when they were closing. So everybody had a good time. Anyway, I was wondering, I've got their CD and play it all the time, really like their music, and I was wondering if they got anything cooking for another CD, and how is that, if they've got one coming, when are we going to be able to expect to get another great CD from these guys?
Well, that's a good question. I played a song. They're working on a second album. So what is the time frame with that, and how many songs you got ready for them, or for the album right now?
Currently, we got about
What'd you say?
5 or 6 originals. Thinking about doing a few covers on the album.
What direction are you leaning for covers?
I say funky.
I mean, we're gonna
funky
do
too.
some. We got one
have some,
really
like,
funky cover that we're gonna do. It's pretty obscure, so it's not like we're covering
Something that's well known.
Yeah.
Take a shot in the dark. Let's see if I know.
When will this be out, Chase?
Probably over the summer, seeing as how we're gonna be really hitting hard recording it sometime in April or
April. Okay, cool.
Oh, well, that's good news.
so.
Well,
I think I've just about worn mine out. So I'm going to need something new now. Yeah. Okay, hey, and since I try to catch you guys when you're over Redlands, Riverside, in that arena, I've been wondering, I did see you at the Hangar, Hangar 24 about a year ago. So how come you guys haven't been back, and when are we going to be able to see you over there again?
We'd love to play the Hangar again. I mean, I don't know. There's no
matter of booking, right?
matter of booking. Yeah.
Well, shoot, I guess we just have to
Perhaps
do a
you
little
need-
bit more screaming it.
That's what I'm
Whoever
saying.
does all that booking over there.
That's what I'm saying. When you go in, let the people know at Hangar 24 you want to hear Chase Walker Band over there.
All right, I'll
If you get
do
a big
it.
enough group like picketing outside of the restaurant,
Yeah,
then
and then
they'll
we'll
listen.
Instagram it. We'll go down. We'll take a video and Instagram it. Quick little
Exactly.
video.
Yeah,
Chase Walker
great.
Band. Chase Walker
Hey,
Band.
well,
Chase.
Thanks for all the great music.
Of
course.
Well, thank you for
Love
the
it.
call. We really appreciate it.
All right.
You have yourself a good evening now.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Well, how about this? She saw you on Saturday night. Saw people walking out and dancing all the way until the end. That's good stuff.
Huh?
Wanted to know about she. I don't know if she heard that we played "Living on Thin Ice" off the new album. It was a debut.
Yeah.
Well, it's not off the new album yet. I mean, it will be.
Yeah. It will be. on the
It is
album.
a song that you believe will make the cut, right?
Yes,
Yes.
of course. Absolutely.
We're gonna cut it at the last second though.
You gotta cut. Yeah, I was gonna
We
say.
have
well,
11 songs.
Well, see, that's it's hard when you start writing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You start going, okay, we need to put this one on. This,
I mean, it's a good problem to have when you have enough songs that you think are good enough.
We're gonna do what they did with the interview.
Yeah. Oh,
the movie.
Yeah.
nice. So you can want to be able to download it on YouTube. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just have to do what we have to do, right? No. Earlier I had. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice there. I kind of alluded to the fact I kind of wanted to get outside of the music and kind of get into you guys a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me kind of start this. You guys sports fans at all? In any way, shape, or form?
I am. I definitely am.
Okay, because like
Wait, what
there's
did you
certain
say?
things. There are certain things when it comes to
Sports
sports
Oh.
that are easier to do than other things. Like they say,
Yeah.
one of the hardest things in the world to do is to hit a baseball. Like a professional level baseball is like one of the hardest things in the world to do. You're the sports guy. What would you consider to be one of the easiest things to do in sports?
In sports, easiest thing.
Shoot a penalty kick?
I wouldn't
Well,
say.
when you're Fat Mike, everything's easy.
I I wouldn't say that.
We have to
either.
explain
Why,
that.
that's
why,
what we-
how come you wouldn't say shooting a penalty kick's that easy? I mean, it's only 8 yards away, or
Well,
8,
it's 12, I think.
12 yards away from a goal that's, I don't know, 22 feet wide.
I mean, have you ever taken one?
Yes, I play soccer,
Okay. Well,
and I coached my school soccer
yeah.
team.
Okay. Well.
So the propensity to score a goal is much higher than to not score a goal on a
yeah,
penalty kick.
that's true. But I mean, even the pros miss.
Well, sure. I saw actually Martin Palermo, who was playing for the Argentina national team, missed 3 in one game.
Oh my, that's
3
terrible.
in one game.
That's
3
horrible.
penalty kicks in one game.
That is horrible.
To even
I
get
would
3
retire.
penalty kicks in one game is kind of hard to do. You might see 1 penalty kick in a game.
Yeah.
He missed 3. And I believe you have a little experience with missing penalty kicks, don't you?
Yes, I do.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, I play soccer. I had a game earlier, and I actually
Today?
Yes, I came directly from it, and I actually did miss a penalty.
Today you missed
Yes.
it? I didn't know you missed it today.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean I'm not
It's
trying to rub
okay.
no salt in any wounds.
Yeah. No, it's alright. I hit the crossbar though, so it wasn't as bad.
Oh yeah.
We keep trying to get him to wear his soccer uniform on stage, but he won't do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be so cool.
No, I of course, I got a little insider information. A little birdie let me know that I needed to kind of rub it in on you a little bit.
Yeah, that's funny you brought it up though.
Because that person is a big fan of yours, and he thinks you're quite the exceptional. Because you made all Century team or something.
Yeah,
as a first?
second team all league for the Century League in Orange County.
Nice. And that what year are you in high school right now?
I'm a sophomore right now, and that was last year.
So that was last season. So you're barely in your sophomore. Wow, that's pretty impressive, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I mean, we just found out you're only 8 days away from being 16. So
yeah.
I didn't know we had anybody that. Were you 14 when you were in last time?
For most of the season.
Well, no, when you were on the show last time, were you only 14?
Yeah, I was. I actually.
Or
I don't
you
know,
just turned 15?
When was that? I don't know. If it was over a year ago, then yes. But if it was under, then no.
Because I know you guys track each other's birthdays pretty ardently. Like you call each other up on your birthdays, right?
Yeah.
No.
Totally, kinda.
Because I heard another little story that somebody turned 17 and.
No. I can tell the story if you want.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, please.
So my 17th birthday was this January, and there's this guy.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And there's this guy. I don't know where he lives, but he's never met us.
His name is Gary Clodfelter. He's out
He's a
of
great guy,
he's out of somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah, but we've never met him or anything.
I know he's near Kentucky because there's a really long story.
Yeah,
but
we should just get on
I know.
with this, yeah.
You can go on.
So somehow I don't actually know how, but he figured out when my birthday is.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. And it was great. I mean,
Facebook?
yeah, Google. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even take that many clicks nowadays. Yeah. But he figured it out and he made a post like, "Guess who's turning 17" on the Chase Walker Band page, and Chase was like, "Who?"
That's hilarious.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Way to keep up with your bandmates' birthdays.
Yeah. Well,
it's alright. I don't know when y'all's birthdays are.
He's the president of our new founded fan club on Facebook.
Yeah, Gary.
So it appears our
Gary knows more about
fan
us
club
than,
president knows more about
us than we do.
Us than
you guys
we
know
each
about each
other
other.
do.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, that's terrible. That's terrible. I can tell you, my best friend Hector Macias' birthday is December 8th. Okay. My other former best friend Damon Carrascos was February 15th. Let's see. Hector's brother was December 5th. His cousin Veronica was December 6th. His sister Melissa is November 15th.
Oh my God.
My second grade teacher, hers is November. My first and second grade teacher, hers is November 5th.
Are you making this up?
No, my Little League baseball coach shared my birthday on November 2nd.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Let's see. I can kind of go down. I don't know. Just dates always seem to. I try to pay attention. I try to pay attention. If I find out when it is, I know Facebook's really easy about telling you that, but before Facebook, hey, your Facebook friend has a birthday, I used to keep on my calendar, people's birthdays. Or if I didn't remember. If I heard when it was, I tried to remember because, a couple years ago I was having a really crappy birthday.
Yeah.
Just like I hadn't heard from certain people that I would have expected to hear from, and it's just a day, but there's certain people in your life you think you're going to hear from them.
Yeah.
You
like
know,
full 16 candles level, like ignoring birthday.
yeah, you know, and I was a little bit older too when this happened. You know, and I was like, wow, this. My
45
nobody's
candles.
getting one. That was 45 candles. I'm 46. I can't even say that's not true. But it was a few years ago. It was a few years ago.
Okay.
And I got a call from my first and second grade teacher on my birthday.
Really?
Out of the blue. I mean, we've always known each other, but she never had my cell phone number. I mean, she didn't have my number. So maybe she would send me a card or whatever.
I can't even remember my first grade teacher's name.
Right.
I used to be able to name every teacher I had all the way through high school, but as the years have gone by and the brain cells have been killed with alcohol, I can't do as well as I used to do. I still remember a lot of them. But she called me out. It was like it was so nice because she called my friend Hector. She knew when it was. My best friend Hector, December 8th. He gave her my phone number. And she called me up and just like brightened my day.
Nice.
You know, just like, oh my God, because I hadn't seen her in a while. Been a little gap in our friends in our contact.
So you decided you're going to be that guy from now on.
Yeah,
You're gonna know all the birthdays.
because even somebody that
That's cool.
that I don't necessarily are good friends, but like somehow I heard it or I saw it. You know, instead of doing a Facebook, because anybody can do Facebook,
Yeah.
I either or at least a private message, or I send them a text, you know, or I call them if I can, just to say happy birthday, just because it's, you know, when it comes from somebody you're not expecting to know your birthday or hear from them,
Yeah.
it just seems to have a little, you know, puts a little extra smile on your face, you know, makes you feel a little more special. And so, shame on you guys for not knowing each other's birthdays. I hope you know his birthday now. It's in January. I don't know it yet, but 23rd, is that what you said?
No, it's the 20th.
20th.
Mostly,
everybody knows
I know
birthday.
people's birthdays because of Facebook.
Because of Facebook.
But I lied
Because
about
it
my
sends me a
birthday
message.
on my Facebook, so nobody knows.
See, it kind of makes you lazy because it's just like cell phones make us lazy. I used to have to remember every girl's phone number. You know, when I was out and about, if I wanted to call a girl, if we were at a party, I had to have it in my head because I didn't carry my little phone book with me. I didn't have my, you know, and I didn't have my cell phone for
Write it
looking
on a
up.
napkin.
Yeah. It was like, well, you know, I'd have to write it on my hand because then I remember if I wrote it down, I'd remember it, and then I start remembering the patterns because we used to dial it constantly. I don't even have to dial the number anymore. That's why I don't know. I almost know nobody's phone number anymore. It took me like 5 years to learn my girlfriend's cell phone. We've been dating 6. It took 5 years for me to learn. So, you know, shame on you for not knowing each other's birthdays, man. Shame on you. Okay, that's enough lecturing. So I kind of was trying to get to it. So we know that you're in sports, and is soccer your big love? In terms of sports.
Yeah, definitely soccer.
That you love to play or love to watch. Which one do you love to? Is there a sport you like to watch more than soccer, or is it you like to watch soccer as well?
Well, I enjoy watching and playing, but it's probably my favorite sport to watch. But I mean, there's other ones that are still good. Like I love watching basketball.
Yeah, basketball's fun. It's fast paced. It's constant. So yeah, I get that. So we're not okay, Chase. We know we're not a sports fan. So outside of music, where do you find you putting your time? Comic books, reading.
Well, probably the piles and piles of homework that my teachers give me.
Yeah, I can answer this question for
That's
you.
not a hobby. That's not going to let people know who you are. Okay, everybody, Chase Walker's a student who was buried in homework.
I mean, I pretty much just do music, or I play video games. That's like music, video games, and TV.
Style.
Drawing.
First person
Don't
shooter.
forget drawing.
I'm really getting into indie video games, which you can find on like Steam and stuff like that.
At least it's not like Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm so bad because I don't have any game console, and my computer's a Mac. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of
yeah. There's like 3 games for Mac.
Yeah, well, yeah. They're good computers, but they're not. There's certain things that different formats do better, or at least, or not even something they do, but I think initially they did them better, and so the developers. It's like PlayStation and Xbox. There was a point where PlayStation was all the developers went to PlayStation, and then Xbox came out, like 360 came out before the PlayStation 3 did, and so all the developers went into that. They like that format, and then on this last one, they've come back instead of Xbox One. The developers are heavily into what PlayStation 4's got going on. Yeah. Why don't we take one more small break, and I kind of want to get into Randon. I delve into a little bit more some of your your outside hobbies and things that you like. What's your your pop culture type stuff that draws you and gets your attention. So this is Under the Covers Mark, presented Line 6 Audio here on KAOTICRadio.com. We'll be right back with more The Chase Walker Band. I never do reads. Was that bad?
Not bad.
I never do reads.
I like
You did all right. We threw a little Motley
It had
in
a
there.
lot of,
Make it feel
it had
better.
a lot of feel. I really felt it.
Yeah.
You could have done it in Spanish, though.
But,
It would've been
yeah.
better.
You got to do
Si
it
quieres
like
comprar un carro nuevo, va a MK Smith
you got to do it like the wrestling announcer or the wrestling commercial voice.
Yeah. The Chevrolet in Corona.
Yeah, but I can't do that in Spanish. I don't have that capacity. I mean, I speak Spanish, but not like that. I'm not a native speaker. No hablo como persona I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Que es indígena. Una persona indígena de México. No puedo hablar como ellos.
Nice. I felt that.
All right, you got that? All right. Man, we were starting to kind of go in. We were kind of doing the role, talking about video games with you, Chase, and you were kind of saying you do Steam. Now, is it role player games? Is it first person shooters? What do you like to get into? I mean, what occupies your time?
I mean, I like really games with good graphics. So like first person shooter games and simulation games, stuff like that.
Okay. Because for me, like the last game console that I bought, and not because I didn't want to buy more. I love video games. We had Pong, the very first video game. We had that at home, and then I got an Atari 2600. I've talked about this on the show before. Was with my PlayStation 2. I loved Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Yeah.
I was just,
game.
that was one of the first kind of free roaming where you can kind of do whatever the hell you want. I mean, you still had like objectives and goals to accomplish and to take over, and But if you wanted just to go screw around, you could just do it, and I love that. And I hear the new San Andreas is really good too.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to play some of the Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, Assassin's Creed's awesome.
But I don't have a gaming console that would do that.
Yeah.
I still have my PS2, but I mean, Jesus man, I feel
Or
like,
the time.
That's the only reason I don't do it, because I'll get obsessive about it.
Yeah, you'd be up till 4 in the morning.
It's hard enough for me to get me to grade my stuff, my students' work as it is. You get me at home where I start delving into a couple hours and staying up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning playing video games because I've done it.
Yeah.
And then have to get up and go to work on 2 or 3 hours worth of sleep. Ugh. Yeah, so I've avoided it. I've avoided buying. I've avoided doing it. Although it's like aching in me, man.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I envy people who have that much self-control too.
Because that's my only self-control is not to buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way to keep.
I wouldn't be able to handle that either.
Yeah. So now, Miranda, do you get into video games or?
I'm not. I tried, but I'm not good enough.
So what occupies your time outside of music?
I go to Disneyland a lot.
Is that right?
Really?
Yes, I go
did
so
not even
much.
know that.
I have a pass in my wallet.
I know people that do that. I can't. After I got to a certain age, I have a hard time. Now, I will say this: I've never been to the California Adventure. I have not been in there ever.
No, go to Paradise Pier. I was there last week, and I just I like this.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, I know people that go there all the time, and
I'm one of those people. I go every week.
Man, the last time I was at Disneyland or California Adventure,
Yeah, dude, it's like
we
my
almost
8th
got
birthday.
kicked out because my friend flipped off the camera on the ride.
Oh yeah, like you're the first people to ever do that.
Yeah.
So
right. Although the little bit of tidbit I've said about this on the show before too, but you guys probably don't know this. If you Google me, Mark Maples, the first thing you will see is the very first person to die at Disneyland in like 1961, 62 was Mark Maples.
Wow. Oh my God.
Mark Maples was the first death.
That's so cool. There's so many ghosts, like quote unquote ghosts at Disneyland.
Yeah, he stood up on the Matterhorn and concussed himself and died.
Did he not listen to the Spanish instructions on the ride?
The problem was he only listened to the Spanish instructions and he spoke English. That was the problem. He only listened to the Spanish instructions. So he thought they said, "Levántanse, stand up." Enjoy. It's much more fun if you stand up.
Oh, jeez.
Really push the limits. This isn't going fast enough for you, so please stand up.
15 he was.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't born for. It was
1964.
64. I wasn't born for another 4 years.
Wow.
So I was reincarnated 4 years later.
Wow, yeah, exactly. There we go.
There was another Mark Maples. And the thing is, I had to be adopted to be reincarnated as Mark Maples.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I wasn't actually born Mark
It was
Maples.
fate.
Right? So Disneyland's a big thing.
Yeah. I also watch a lot of Netflix.
Okay. Now is it TV shows you get into on Netflix, or is it movies?
It's both. Usually, if it's movies, it's like cheap dumb slasher movies. Like I've watched all of the Scream movies and I love them. Or it's like.
So you like slasher? I can't get into. I've never been a horror guy.
Oh yeah, I started out with like pretentious horror, like The Shining and stuff like that, and like. Yeah, exactly. That's still my favorite movie. But then I got into like the cheap ones like Nightmare on Elm Street and like Scream. I love Scream.
I remember the one time we actually stayed at your house
and watched like the actual old, Japanese version of the
Japanese,
Grudge.
Yeah.
Dude,
old Japanese Grudge. I thought it was the Hunger Games.
We had to read subtitles the whole time.
Yeah, I like subtitles.
Was that the Hunger Games one that kind of looked like it was like pretty much the same thing, just Asian version?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but we watched The Grudge. It was called Ju-on in Japanese. But yeah, it was good.
I watched The Seven Samurais, which is the classic Western movie Magnificent Seven is based off of.
Oh, yeah.
But they had a Japanese version.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Japanese version of that.
That's cool.
Seven Samurais. That's really good.
Yeah.
I like to. I don't mind. Now that my eyesight's getting better, I don't watch a lot of subtitle movies because I'm squinting for 2 hours. Yeah, because I refuse to put on my glasses. I'm like, I just refuse. I look so much. Even when there's nobody else around, I look better without them. When people can't judge me, I'm still going. I'm judging me. How terrible is that? I'm judging me. So horror movie.
When I'm not watching horror movies, I like cheesy 80s comedies.
I love
John Hughes.
Oh yeah, those are.
The Breakfast Club is like my second favorite. So it's like The Shining and The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, those are movies that I saw first run.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen Not Another Teen Movie?
No.
I know that it's a spoof on. It's a spoof on all of their stuff, and they all go to John Hughes High School.
Oh, that's funny. That's dumb. Also funny.
Yeah, it blended some of the '90s stuff with the '80s stuff. I Can't Hardly Wait. I got some references to that.
I love the restless teenagers driving around at midnight, like 90s indie movie, sort of like.
And I will say this: there's a naked girl running around constantly throughout the movie because she's the naked foreign girl.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's for all the nerdy Americans who can't get American. Yeah, I just won't say it. You guys can swear tonight, but I will not. Okay. You have free reign to do so. When you're under 18, I do my best not to. I'm not saying it doesn't slip because it slips in my classroom once in a while.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
What grade do you teach?
I teach 8th grade.
Okay,
that's good enough. Yeah.
Sometimes I get really frustrated with 8th graders. Not all the time.
Middle school is a dark time for basically everybody.
Yeah, it's a weird age. It's the age that I stopped being a good student.
Oh yeah.
Because in 7th grade I was getting straight A's, and but I was all my best friends, Hector Macias and Victor Zamora. Well, Hector Macias went to a Catholic school for.
But what are the birthdays? So.
Well, I can't tell you. Hector already told you it was December 8th. Victor Zamora, I cannot remember, and I knew it was a shame. I know,
You're not
shame
a real
on
friend.
me. Shame on, and I just reconnected with him about 6-7 months ago. I haven't talked to him in years and years and years. His wife reached out to me and Hector on Facebook because he had been telling stories of us, in elementary school, 1st grade through 6th grade, but he had been held back in kindergarten. So when we got to 8th grade, when we were going to junior high, he skipped 7th grade altogether and became an 8th grader. So then he was no longer hanging out with me. So I and then he became a cholo. Family influence. And so Hector went away. And so I had to refine new friends. And I was always in this class where everybody strove to be the best academically. And when you get to junior high, not everybody is there striving to be academics, and the cool kids, quote unquote cool kids, were not the kids that were getting great grades. And when you're shorter and you don't know anybody, and I was chubby, and I played sports, but it was and I'm still me, like I still like to talk to people, and it was really hard for me because I kind of started calling me a schoolboy, because I was setting the grade in the class, and I was like I couldn't, so I pulled back. That's when I started pulling back. I started getting B's instead of A's. Oh, yeah. Then I got to high school, started pulling C's.
Yeah, I had to get really good grades in 8th grade because I had to get into OSHA. But then I ended up only going to OSHA for like 2 months. So
I'm still going there.
Yeah,
that's where we met.
That's right. It was through there, not through the Blues Institute.
That's where Matt and Chase met.
Which actually, if there's anyone looking to get into a band this summer, there's a blues camp going on at the Corona Fender Center, which is the same blues camp that me and Matt met at.
Yes, and there's also other locations besides Corona.
Yeah, but that's anyone
like the main
in
one.
California, yeah.
Well, no, there's Corona, there's Anaheim one
Is
year.
there?
Well, I don't know if this year, but there was. I'm sure there's other locations near us.
Well, listen, we are coming close to the 10 o'clock hour, and I know that we plugged earlier where people have two opportunities to catch you this weekend.
Yes.
I know Friday night out in L.A. at the Mint at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing with the
Royal Southern Brotherhood.
And then Saturday night, you guys are playing out in Yuma, Arizona.
Yes.
Where do you know the venue?
It's a blues festival, I believe,
It's just
out
called
there.
Yuma Blues Festival.
Just
Right?
a blues festival. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we give them a reason to go catch you out in Yuma, Arizona?
That's a good idea.
As well as Friday nights. Do some more tunes live?
We're the Chase Walker Band.
You are the Chase Walker Band.
That's the reason.
Well, yes. Okay. Of course it is. Of course it is. But, amazingly enough, there are a few people that have not actually heard you yet. I don't know who they are. There's just a few. But we're gonna brighten some people's minds. We're gonna blow their minds with the Chase Walker Band. So I'll go ahead and mute you guys down for while you guys get up. Kit, man, what you got anything going on this Saturday? You got a guest booked already, or?
Yeah, we got a DJ Johnny Malloy, and then we've got Jason Foreman's triumphant return, our old production, producer. He's going to come in. He's got something to plug. He's doing comedy, I believe, the following Saturday or something like that. So, yeah, I just like to plug Saturday, more or less. I mean, we've got Advocate Radio starts at 4. Toxic Underground from 5 to 7. We always have a good time and all that good stuff. So, yeah, and then after that we got Motown Mayhem with Charles Glenn, King C, and he is definitely a rocker. Then that's pretty much it after that. But you do have a caller, so maybe we should take that call.
Yeah, why don't we got a different area code too? Let's take that.
408.
Oh yeah, 408 area code. How you doing tonight?
Doing great, man. Let's do the show.
Well, I appreciate that. Where is 408 located?
I'm up here in San Jose. So, I was gonna tell him what that festival was. I got that pulled up in front of me, the poster.
That would be awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. They can hear you. Well, I guess they can talk to you. They're in front of the microphones now.
How you doing?
Hey, Chase. How you doing? It's Groovy.
Hey, man. What's up?
Hey, not much. So yeah, that deal that's going on out in Yuma, man, you guys are gonna have a ball. So you got Eric Sardinas out there, the slide guy. Yeah. He's great. You got Dennis Jones band.
It was really cool.
Alan Iglesias, Lori Morvan band, and Chet and the committee. So it's gonna be a fantastic show out there.
Yeah, for sure.
We actually played with Eric a few months ago at the House of Blues.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Wow, how'd that go?
Well, we didn't actually get to play on stage with them. We were it was sort of a
we
festival,
opened,
so we kind of opened for them. But it was great. Great show.
Yeah. So the strange thing is when he plays, there seems to be a strong, pronounced female group of people out there.
That's
he
not
really
a bad
draws
thing.
In the women, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, apparently my guest next week, AG out of Riverside, a young hip hop artist. Apparently I've seen him. He's a tall, young, good-looking kid. Apparently he's pulling a lot of girls out in front of the stage too. So if you want to blend blues and hip hop together, man, we get some girls out there for.
Hey, so Chase Walker Band, these guys played up here in San Jose. We have some bunch of clubs up here, and they tore it up. They did a mini poorhouse tour. They played I think it was Paso. They did a poorhouse club there, and then they did the poorhouse bistro up here in San Jose. So it was a lot of fun, man. We had a great time.
It was great.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to inform us about the different bands and where it's at in Yuma this week on Saturday. Thanks for listening tonight, all the way up in San Jose. We appreciate that.
No problem. I'm a big firm believer in Chase Walker Band. I like these guys.
So am I. This is why I've had them on more than once.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, guys. Have a good time.
Thanks,
hey, thanks for the call. Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How about that? Look at it, getting different area codes in. That's what I'm talking. That's why I like to do the area code shout out.
He actually didn't say it, but it's the Boogie, Brews, and Blues Festival.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Well, hey man, we're gonna kill it with hopefully one or two songs. And Matt's gonna sing on this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Matt Fike.
How's that vocal? Give me a little vocal check on that.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
You might want to tune him up a little bit. The yellow cord there, where the yellow plug in.
Yeah.
Give him just a little bit more.
Can you check again?
Matt, give us a little check.
Oh, check 1 2.
That
Check.
better.
Check.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. All right. Chase Walker Blues.
2, 3, 4. When I get off with this mountain, you know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. Lake Charles, Louisiana, little fancy girl that I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything she could do. Up on Crystal Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me a drunken stream if I ever did see one. Good luck had just strung me to the racetrack I did go. She bet on one horse to win, and I bet on another to show. The odds were in my favor. I had 'em 5-1. And when that nag to win came around the track, showing up, he had won. Up on Crystal Creek, she sends me if I sprang a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me a drunken stream if I ever did see one. My winnings, and I gave my little Bessie angel. Going up, threw it in my face, just for a laugh. There's one thing in the whole wide world I sure do love to see. It's when that little love of mine dips a donut in my teeth. Up on Crystal Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me a drunken stream if I ever did see one. Lo, 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 lo. Now me and my mate were back at the shack. We had Spike Jones on the box. She said I can't take the way he sang. I love to hear him talk. Now that just gave my heart a throb to the bottom of my feet. And I swore as I took another fall, my Dusty can't be beat. Up on Crystal Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me a drunken stream if I ever did see one.
I just want to make sure I can come in because that's good stuff. I didn't want to interrupt, man. Oh, we got like 2 minutes. I don't know how
we got like one.
Is that what all this is? I know it's a school night.